Welcome, Akash. Welcome to this another interactive session that we do with all our guests that we have on board. And in this entire discussion, we'll be just going through your journey of your school life, college life, and your postgraduate life, and how you traverse through all these things, and what all mindset did you have at different phases of your life, and what all did you did in that. Now, for the better perspective of our audience who's gonna watch or listen to this entire episode, I just want you to tell the audience what do you do actually these days? What kind of profession or job are you into? What are you doing these days in the US?
So right now, I am working as a procurement operations analyst for one of the Amazon AR sortable buildings in Southern California. So what I'm responsible for is any and every kind of procurement that is required for to run the building operations and to have all the packages to be delivered on time, on or before time for Amazon.
So
So any kind of
basically,
procurement, yeah, any kind of procurement needs, any kind of any stuff that you would see on an Amazon package, but just not the order. So outer packaging, any kind of labels that you see on it, any kind of tapes that are used to stick the to pack the box.
right, right.
So yes, so the entire supply chain of that.
So let's say apart from the product, all the things which make the shipping of the product visible, like the boxes and the
Yes,
tapes and the labels, you are responsible for the procurement of
yes,
those goods. I would say for the Amazon.
yes. Well, that is just a part of what I do, and other things is because to run a building, you need to have you purchase products, you purchase services like the janitorial services. We have vendors who come clean the building,
Of
and
course.
we have other vendors who come in. We have forklifts in the building, so we need to purchase those equipment, the fixed asset. So to run like any kind of thing that you can think of in terms of what equipment is required, how what services are required to run the building, how much of it is required, how can you save on certain cost, how can you switch between the suppliers to find out to to achieve those savings targets
Right.
and to achieve the promise that we make to deliver the customer products in time.
So
So
basically, if we say you are responsible for the procurement, operational, and cost optimization in Amazon, if we term it in a much broader way, if we say,
yes, but just for one site,
good.
just for my site.
that
Yes.
that that's that suffices the purpose. So Akash, tell me one thing that you come from a very a tier 2 city of Surat in Gujarat, and you have been a student, you are born and brought up there, as I believe. And if I am right, you were in the batch of like 2010s, the students who graduated from the high school in 2000, early 2010s, I believe. So
Yes.
I just want to know what was your mindset during your school days, and how was the conversation around you regarding the occupational professional atmosphere at that time? If you can just speak about those times.
So for me, like, well, I was not born in Surat. I was born in Silvassa, which is just an hour and a half drive from Surat. So the
Okay.
thing is, uh, with me, like high school, I think you're talking about 10th until 10th, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
10th and
So
beyond,
until
11th, beyond 10th, 11th and 12th.
so 11th, I finished my 11th, 12th, 2011. By 2012, I was done with 11th and 12th both.
Yeah.
So up until 10th, I was in DPS. So my
Hmm.
journey, as in we never had conversations about like career at our home. Like my parents did not sit me and coach me as to what options I have or how I can what I can do, because by then I used to look at how things work, if you can relate to that. So what to me, like, since I was in fifth or sixth when I joined DPS, since
Yeah.
then I was head over heels about vehicles, any kind of vehicles.
Okay.
So I had this kind of urge to know, like I used to break all my toys, like whatever my parents bought me, like the third
Right.
or fourth day it was already open. I wanted, like, I was so curious as to like know how things basically work. And in library you would just find me looking at just two books, either it was the Pokemon handbook or it was how things work.
So basically,
So
you were the miniature version of Rancho of Three Idiots in the school life, in the school days itself. कि जो जो एक इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइस मिला उसको खोल के देखा कि चलता कैसे.
हाँ, इलेक्ट्रिकल एक बार शौक लगा था, तो फिर उसके बाद मैंने खोला ही नहीं बाकी चीज को।
अच्छा,
मतलब
नॉट बैड.
उसके बाद मैं सीख गया था। फिर ये 11 12 तक चला, मतलब 10th तक चला। 9th 10th तक ये होता था कि भाई 10th कर लो, फिर 11th कर लो, 12th कर लो तो अच्छा
राइट.
कॉलेज आ जाएगा।
राइट.
तो 10th तक तो मतलब डीपीएस में ऐसा था कि दे विल टीच यू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, और कंसेप्चुअलाइज भी एकदम कर देंगे, बट एट द सेम टाइम तुमको रटना भी है, क्योंकि हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी में कोई कंसेप्ट नहीं है, वो
ऑफ कोर्स,
वो
ऑफ कोर्स.
फैक्ट्स हैं।
राइट.
तो उसमें ऐसा है कि वो बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स को अपने अपने रैंक ले आओ, या फिर जो हमारे टाइम तक तो पॉइंट्स आते थे, तो पॉइंटर्स ले आओ। तो टेंथ टेंथ तक तो इट वाज प्रिटी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, बट उसके बाद मेरे को ये डिसीजन लेना था कि मैंने करना क्या है आगे।
And with the decision on the horizon that what field you want to choose, and as going by your profile in various social platforms, I learned that your dad is an entrepreneur. He runs a business by himself. So
Yes.
did that influence you in any way that okay, my dad is an entrepreneur and I'm if I'm gonna follow his footsteps, or I'm gonna mark my own territory. How did you decide on all those things?
So that understanding came in the later parts. That's in the later parts, as in after the undergrad I did.
Okay.
So until then, like 10th के बाद actually I gave a entrance exam for Narayana to see like
Right.
if I'm able to do the science or like do the engineering part of it.
Right.
Then they usually conduct the pre-entrance examination, or like an entrance examination for those coaching classes.
That's called pre-NAT, Narayana Aptitude Test. Because even I went to Narayana Coaching Institute and I have been through the same journey. के
Oh,
11th 12th में हर नॉन मेडिकल वाले को ये कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट जाना ही पड़ता है. That's it's
हाँ,
like a de facto thing for Indian non-medical students.
यस तो उस केस में क्या होता था कि मतलब उसमें ऐसा हुआ कि चल एक बार मैं दे के तो देखता हूँ कि आई नीडेड टू
Right.
सी वेयर आई स्टैंड।
Right.
तो उसमें उसमें आई डोंट नो, लकीली या अनलकीली या कुछ भी बोलो, आई गॉट आई थिंक AIR as 20, एंड
Oh,
इसमें सूरत में आई थिंक आई वाज द सेकंड, फर्स्ट वाज आई थिंक वरुण।
Varun Lakda of your own batch.
यस
Okay,
यस।
great.
सो तब 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 आई थिंक आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर, मतलब मैंने जब घर पे बताया तो पापा ऐसे बोले, यार कुछ तो है बात इसमें, मतलब ही कैन डू समथिंग। एंड
Right.
देन आई वाज लाइक कि why not, मतलब if I'm this smart, if I can solve these questions, why not try more questions? Why not? I was naturally good at math, like math, science, and science, maybe physics. So maths and physics were the strongest point of mine.
And these two subjects are what is called the core of engineering these days. Like
Yes, I
if
would say
you are
yes.
proficient in physics and maths, you can definitely see your career in the engineering side.
Yes, but everything that I'm saying right now got changed after I went into the engineering college I went into. So abhi, up until like
And
11
going,
12th.
yeah,
So up until 11 12th, like this is how I mapped my thing, ki I need to, I'm interested in engineering behind stuff. And then
right.
I wanted to know more. And then I gave the entrance examinations. So in this whole thing, I was never interested in computers.
Okay.
Computers never ever crossed my mind. I still don't know how to do C++, which
Oh,
is the basic right now. So
yeah, which is the basic. True.
उसमें मतलब computers was like never, it never crossed into my mind. And
Right.
then it came into I had, I think, a couple of choices, कि either I go for electrical, and then uh, I mechanical was not a choice. I wanted to do mechanical, but it so happened that I was not able to get into mechanical at SVNIT.
Yeah,
So
I was about to come to that point as well, because SVNIT is one of the premier institute of technology in India, because it serves as a national institute of technology, and you went there along with
yeah,
many of the batchmates that we all actually know.
yeah.
So, like, what made you go there, and what stream did you choose? What was the decision pattern like? What influenced you, and what helped you decide that, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the next 4 years of my graduation?
Oh, okay. So wait, let me take a step back. So after 10th,
Sure,
I
sure.
went to Kota.
Oh, so you are another one of those who went to Kota as well.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
So I went to Kota. I was living with Varun and another friend. We had Vatsal Asawa. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know him or not, but we we three were living in a same apartment and going to the same coaching institute for 11th and 12th.
Okay.
So what happened? We went. Vatsal was the brains in us three. Like he was, well, Varun was also, if you want to consider.
Yeah.
But I was comparing, like compared to these two guys, I was the dumb one in us three.
Probably the odd one out.
You could say.
Yeah.
So uh, I I went there, and then 11th 12th I completed there. Then we used to do our daily practice papers. It's called DPP. It used to
DPPs,
be called
yes.
DPP.
Yes,
It
yes,
used to
yes.
be called DPPs, and then we had, weekly sheets and everything. Uh, then and then we had weekly examinations where they grade you, and then they put you in batches based on how much you scored and
Depending on the
what your,
performance of the
yeah.
different criteria. Yeah.
So what kept me up to toes is, like, I had to go up the ranks, as in I had to go to different batches, walk up the ladder. But
Right, right.
if I and then I remember I screwed up one of the examinations, which put me back on my track, as in, like, I went down by 6 or 7 batches. I don't even remember.
Oh,
So
okay.
it just happens, as in, like, one examination you don't do good in, and then they put you
In
back
a
at.
different batch altogether. Yeah.
Yes. So what happened with me is, that demotivated me, of course. Like, just
Hmm.
one examination, and then you're back to, like, 6 7 batches down. And then these examinations, like, you need to score consistently. I had to score, 10 years back, I had to score consistently to be able to catch up with how other people are grinding
Right,
every single day and
right, right.
every single night. So this, fast forward to, like, 2000, end of 2011. So 2011 I was in Bansal, and then we switched over into Vibrant, all of us three.
Yeah.
So, and 2012 we completed through Vibrant, and then we gave our, all the entrance examinations that we give,
Right, right.
AIEEE, and then I had just one triple E, IIT JEE. So
That
at my time,
these two examinations covers almost in the entire spectrum of the Indian engineering ecosystem, I believe.
yes, yes, you could say that, but this does not include BITS Pilani, and I think
Of
a bunch
course.
of other private organizations.
Yeah.
So I gave IIT JEE. I couldn't score, like, much in that, and then I gave IIT. I gave triple E, AI triple E,
Yeah.
and then it so happened that I was able to get into the regional SVNIT
SVNIT.
Surat,
Yeah.
Suratwala. So once I got to know that, I'm being considered there, and then the counseling sessions happen, to
Right.
find out what I can actually get, what streams I can actually get, and what I can, well, based on my score, what they were offering me.
Of
So
course.
I had, I think, a couple of options. Mechanical was not one. Computers, I don't believe it was one. But since my interest was not computers, so I didn't even really look at that. So I think I got into three of them: civil, chemical, and then electrical. So at that point, I think 9 years ago, there were just, evergreen branches, which they always, pushed forward, that, mechanical is always going to be there, electrical is
Exactly.
always going to be there.
Exactly.
And then computers was booming at that point. It was
Right.
past the dot-com boom anyways. So
Right.
there was a future for computers.
Right.
So these three branches were talked about, like, all the time, but the other ones, like chemical, no one really spoke about chemical. And then civil was something like all the architectures, and then the kids of all the, like, who already had a business would go into civil, because that's not something you would want a career in. It was the thought that people had back then, but I don't know if that has changed yet. But civil was one of the core branches. So I ended up choosing electrical because what I thought was, if I wanted mechanical, I could do good in a couple of semesters and then ask for a transfer based on the CGPAs I get
Exactly.
at the end of the first year. But what happened to me was, once you do your 10th and then get the score I got, it basically, and then I went to quota, and then I got, moralized and demoralized, and then wanted to get into IIT, but I ended up getting into,
Say
I get
NIT and then in the
yeah.
electrical branch.
So yeah, so what once I got into SVNIT, I was like, यार, इतना सब कुछ किया, घुस गया मैं IIT में, अब थोड़ा एंजॉय करेंगे, बनता है, I deserve
The,
it.
the
So
typical first semester mood of
yeah,
every engineer student
yes.
which goes into college. Yeah.
So first year में, first semester I got, I think, 7.5
और
CGPA, which
ये
is,
enjoy करने के बावजूद 7.5 GPA
yes,
you got.
this was like prime of enjoyment. And then second semester, I think I hit around 7.12, as far as
Okay.
I remember.
Yep.
I remember just these two CGPAs because these were the highest I got.
Okay. And
So
that too, with involvement in other things, enjoying the college life and
yes,
involved in
only
other things as
enjoyment.
well. Yep.
Only enjoyment. Like, we used to bunk classes, we used to, study also at the same time.
Right.
But as each and every engineering student will tell you, they only study before, 5 days, or 5 days is way too much, like probably 1 day or 2 days before the examination.
True that.
So all the days leading to the examination, they'll find out who has the notes, who was paying attention in the class. Like, they need to be prepared for those 2 days that they're going to study.
Right.
So well, I'm no different. Like, I did the same thing. I had one friend, like, she used to do all the notes and everything, and then she was the go-to person, like, all the time.
So
So
yeah.
those 2 semesters, we studied, well, we did not. At the end of second semester, actually, I got to know that the CGs, the semester grade points that you get in first semester are of more value than what you get in the upcoming semesters.
Consecutive semesters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, I already enjoyed, and I already screwed up my CGPA, because 7 was not considered as good for the first, because I remember I had to switch my
Switch into mechanical one.
switch into I
Yeah.
had to try to switch into mechanical, but mechanical, like, it's not just me who's trying to switch. There are chemical guys, there are
True.
electronics guys, there are
Yes.
civil
Yes.
guys who are trying to, because there are people who got into SVNIT thinking that they will switch to mechanical or any other branch they need
Later on.
after they're getting, good CGs. And a bunch of people did, actually. 9.8, 9.9, I don't even remember how many got those grade points. But comparing 9.9 to 7.12 doesn't really make sense. That's just one clear winner there.
Of course. Of course.
So so I was stuck with electrical at the end of the first year, because at the end of the second semester, I got to know, like, as I said, these 2 semesters are the pinnacle. Like, that's the most you would get for electrical. And
Right.
then you go into your own department and do all the
Specialization
electrical. Yeah.
subjects and all that. Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me one thing. Was the atmosphere of SVNIT, one of the premier institutions of engineering in India, was it learning focused or innovation focused?
It was both actually. I would say it was both. It was a mix
Okay,
of both. So innovation, there, don't get me wrong, like people who have crazy minds and who have the drive to do in to innovate and like to work with to work for what they want to do, they will find the
right,
ways to do it. Like
right,
regardless of what branch you are in. Like it does not
right,
matter at SVNIT, it did not matter like if you are in civil, if you wanted to be a part of an organization and if you had the drive, you were most welcome there. So
So
let's say
yeah,
we had this I think car tournament where they had to build their own cars, and then they had to do their own IC engines and everything, like whatever goes into those
right,
cars. You had to be in, like, if you wanted, you had to give a certain kind of, you had to show them actually, the second, third year, fourth year people, that you have the drive, and then you are actually smart enough to devote the time that it needs, at the same time maintain your grades.
right. So let me just inform you. One of our earlier guests, Mr. Ketan Bhardwaj, he's a research scientist in Georgia Tech in University of
Okay.
Atlanta. Yeah, and he has been an alumni of DTU, which is formerly known as Delhi College of Engineering. And when we asked him the same thing, he replied it in a very brilliant way that the system was learning focused, but the students were innovation focused.
Yes.
And
Yes,
that,
I
I
couldn't
guess,
agree any less.
yeah, and that summarizes the entire spectrum, I believe. That the
Yes.
system
So
was more learning focused and students were innovation focused.
yes, I would say yes, because learning, as in, they'll teach you each and every concept and they'll tell you how to implement it. They just
Right,
didn't, or they didn't have the labs to actually show us how those things work.
right.
So, like, if
So
you,
basically, what I am trying to understand here is you had all the info with you, all the learning content with you, but
yes,
at that point of time, there was a little lack of infrastructure to empower you to experiment with your innovations and get them across the board.
yes, you could say that. You could say that. But at the same
Okay,
time, we had, Tech Fest, and where there are
right,
different teams who actually compete to qualify into those tournaments.
right,
So we had this robotics war where people bring, their the things that they have made to fight with another college that has made a similar thing. Like
right.
it's And then one person is controlling that, and then they're trying to compete against each other to find out, like, what robot was last standing robot.
True that.
So people actually come up with brilliant ideas. It's just empowerment that is needed. Like, they
True.
because it's first year and second year, people don't really know like what actually happens in those colleges, and at the same time they are being introduced to
Right,
third year people. So uh, apart from this, they're trying to find their ways in these organizations within the college to see how things actually work. And
so
then by
yeah. Tell me one thing, like while you were in SVNIT and apart from the academics, what were the other cool or innovative projects or the societies that you were part of to satisfy your innovation or the mechanical feeder that you had from the beginning? So were you involved in anything like that?
personally, I was not involved in any of these societies, or I didn't actually participate in any kind of stuff at the college, like all
So
the social stuff we did.
you were the Chatur Ramalingam of SVNIT that always into studies and all.
uh Not into studies, that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to go to college, and then I used to just hang out with my friends, and then find like, after the classes were done, we were just hanging out, we were just going to movies. So that's where I actually screwed up all my engineering. Like,
Okay.
I screwed up there, but at the same time, I tried to maintain the grades so that I am able to qualify for the placements that they have, because
Right.
all these companies, because each and every person who comes into the college is trying to look for a job.
Of
That's
course.
the basic math. So if at the end of the day, if you don't have a job, you get demotivated, I would say.
So, yeah, this brings me to a very interesting point that in your college days, as you rightly said, that you were mostly involved in chilling with your friend circle after the lectures were over and then just preparing for the exams and focusing on the campus placements on that. So,
Yes.
did you have at that point of time? Did you have any kind of entrepreneurial kida in your mind, just like your father, because he himself was running a very successful business, I believe, at that time. So, did you
Yes, yes.
imbibe that from him, or were you only looking to get a job and then going on with your life?
Like, I did not have any entrepreneurial spirit as my father has, but I was, at the same time, I was trying to figure out what I can achieve, because I wanted to see what kind of companies were trying to, what how I'm trying to develop my interviewing skills. Like,
Right.
because to be an entrepreneur, like, it's not just the knowledge you need. Like, you have to be street smart,
Of course.
and you have to be able to speak with people. You need to open your mind to different kind of opinions, and you need to react to an opinion that way. Like, you cannot just barge into any kind of room and then you can impose your thoughts and then go ahead with it. You need to be.
Right.
So I was trying to figure out, like, what do I need to do, or what things I can actually do, because up until that point I had only one, like, I never really like thought about commerce or like finances, which I believe is like something that should be in our education system well before, or well before it is up to the student to choose if I need to do the finance or if I need to go
Well,
into commerce.
I'll
Uh,
just bring you to one fantastic concept later in the session, and you're gonna love this. What things are being done in India now for the
okay,
same thing? Yeah. Tell me
okay,
one thing.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What motivated you to explore your options for higher studies outside India? Because a
Okay.
lot of students are there in India who are looking for mentorship or guidance. That okay, if someone can guide us through the entire process, entire mental process that goes into it. So, what motivated you, or what made you decide that okay, now I'm gonna explore my postgraduate opportunities outside India?
So, like, for me, it was a straightforward thing. Like, I had to think about the business that my dad is doing, and then I had to think what knowledge I already had and how I can connect these two together.
Okay,
So, as you correctly said, like, there are people who are currently, trying to find someone who has walked the same path, and who's trying to
exactly.
understand how they can. So I do get people, who reach out on either Facebook or LinkedIn, asking, how did you go into, like, uh, supply chain. My field is supply chain management.
Right.
So supply chain is basically trying to, you know find, uh, for us, like, for what my dad does is basically supply chain. Like, it's getting the raw materials, processing it to finished good,
Finished
and then
goods.
selling. Yes, and then selling it to the customer. So this is the broadest, like, the layman language I can tell
Yeah.
you
The
in
layman
supply chain.
language. Exactly.
Yes. So I had to, like, I had already done the engineering. I already have the engineering prerequisites for the course, and then this is how I can actually connect these two dots.
Okay.
And then I did not look into MBA because that was, like, at the time too costly. And then first, and then second, they required like 5 years experience, which I like did not have at that point.
Right. Right. So,
So
yeah.
yeah, so supply chain was like, it was a straightforward choice for me. Like, I had to do this so that at any point, if I'm like screwing up the second thing, the second code, the second graduate, if you could say, because I already
Right.
screwed up my undergrad. I ended up with, I don't even know, 6.5, 6.5 CG, but that is no good. That is literally like no good when you cross when you go into trying to find another like MBA colleges, because they definitely look at your grades other
Of
than
course,
like
and
all the.
you started with 7.5 and then you went on till 6.5. So that obviously shows a decreasing graph throughout the 4 years.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I literally had no backing of the grades. So I had to choose. I had to put in other different things that I had, like the rank I mentioned. I had to put it there that I scored
right,
this much. That means that to show that I'm smart enough to do things.
right, right.
And the GRE score I had, I think it was 310, I believe. That was to 310 is not as a great score, but it is more than enough for you to get a good college.
310 out of how much?
330.
330. Oh,
So
that's considering the Indians, that's a pretty good score that you achieved. But as you were rightly saying, it's not that high enough, but it suffices the purpose that you were trying to achieve.
yes.
Yeah,
So I had this score. I had the CG and everything, and I was
right.
hoping that the name of my college was would be able to give me an upper edge. But it's not the case when you apply to any kind of US universities, because they here the profiles that they're looking is they're looking by like what a person is in terms of like they're actually viewing it holistically. They're not
So,
just focusing on
yeah. So
GPA.
if I have to say it in a different way, they are looking at what maximum package we can get out of one single person. If I am saying
Yes,
it right.
yes. Or how smart how what is the growth potential that they are seeing in a candidate.
Right,
That is
right.
how they are viewing a profile, as they are not viewing the profile as numbers that they have scored in the examinations, that most of, I would say, most of the colleges in India do. But uh, I believe that is changing now. That should definitely change. I mean, because I did screw up, but that does not tell you what I am capable of.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So then I got into supply chain. That was easy for me to make a decision, and based on I think I had applied to 5 universities at the max.
yeah.
So the first I applied to was Syracuse in New York, and the second day I got rejected. So I was like, am I doing this right, or like what are they looking for in me, or like if all the other four that I've applied to will reject me as well. So what I did was, people usually do is they apply to as many universities they want, and they keep
Right.
a safe university that they will definitely get the admit from, and then they keep
Trying
moderately
for
that they
better
want.
options as
Yeah.
much as they can. Yeah.
Yes, so they have these three categories, ambitious, and then moderate, and then the safest. So at 310 and 6.5, there were a bunch of safest universities that would just take the students. And
Right.
then for moderate, there were a bunch of universities that I didn't know, or people didn't know actually, if you would be able to get at that score.
Hmm.
And then ambitious is something that you will definitely not get.
Of course,
But they still
ambitious
up,
would be the Ivy Leagues, the Harvard and the Stanfords of
yes,
US
but they
that
still do
everyone
try.
aims for.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
but people do try for it, just in case they see something that you're not seeing in yourself.
Of course, that
Yeah.
matters. And Akash, going through your entire journey that you just told us about, I am just getting to know one thing, that since the start of your graduation till the time you just got into your postgraduate university in US, there were constant moments of self doubt or like a doubt in the capabilities that you are capable but you're not able to perform up to your optimum capacity, optimum caliber, if I rightly say so. And
Yes. So I
yet you have come out as a very I would say successful professional working in Amazon or living on your own means in US and managing everything on your own. So that definitely explains that, okay, not every setback or not every failure or not every down graph is the end of your life. You can definitely try and achieve and rectify those setbacks or drawbacks in the future course of action that you definitely are trying to.
Yes, most definitely. Like, there is nothing that you cannot do if you tell yourself that you cannot do it. Like if you are having that mindset that you won't be able to do it, 100% you won't be able to do it, because you don't have the motivation to be able to perform, or you don't have the motivation to see yourself do it.
Right.
So I would say that I had promised myself, like, after I was frustrated, by the end of the third year. Like, I had already given up that I'm not gonna get a job from SVNIT, even though I got into this. I did everything that I could, but
Right.
I would not be able to get a job. And then I was not able to get a job. I had given interviews, but I was like, when people were getting their jobs, I was congratulating them, but at the same time I was feeling like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why am I not getting it? Like,
Right.
if so,
And
people,
that too happening when you scored AIR 20, the Narayana entrance exam, you were second in your city, and after that the entire spectrum changes within a few months.
yes,
And that
yes,
definitely creates a very great self-doubt, because I am myself a college dropout, so I know how it feels.
yes. I mean, so first thing is, when you score a rank like that, you actually become a bit of overconfident. You have that kind of arrogance in you, and then that
Certainly,
brings you
yes.
down.
Yes,
That
yes,
that
yes.
definitely brings you down, and which like, it brought me down definitely. I was like, I already got 20. That means I am doing great. I'll be doing great. And then I failed the IIT Triple E. I was like,
Right,
this is what I went for. I spent 2 years in Kota, and I'm
right.
not able to deliver. That means there is something that went wrong along those lines. Like,
Of course.
I I cannot say that other people, or there are a bunch of other people, like the whole city is filled with aspirants.
Of
There
course.
is like there is the kind of competition that we have in India is really nice. I would say it will bring out the best in people.
If the
So
if the person is competitive enough.
yes, yes, if the mindset is there, and it
Exactly.
will definitely, it could either, like,
Either he
launch
could
you into
make
a
you or
certain
break you.
spectrum. Yes, it could either launch you, or it would just bring you down. It
Right.
would just crash you. So uh, I definitely had self doubt, 100%. But after my at the end of the third year, as I was saying, I already had given up that I'm not gonna get jobs. People, or companies like Infosys and TCS, they actually take boatloads of people. Like, they'll take any and everyone, and then they'll train at their
Right.
institutes to you know build.
Industrial training, as we call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, people, or they will take you and they'll train you to become consultants, and then you can do wonders after.
Right.
But
Right.
I was not able to get into those companies either. So that means those companies pay you really less, and at the same time they take each and every one, but yet I was not taken. And
But
then
if we see the silver lining, you got rejected by TCS and Infosys, and now you're working in Amazon, which is much bigger than that, and the world's most valuable company by the market valuation and everything that goes behind
yes, but the thing is, I didn't know at that time that I'll be able to I'll be able to walk this path.
it. Right.
So I had great friends who helped me, to cope up with, you can call homesickness, or you can say, this is my family away from family.
Of course. Of
So
course.
when I after I had given, like, everything, after completion of the undergraduate, I was actually sleeping when my graduation was happening. Like, they were calling my name, I was sleeping at home. That actually happened. And
Nice.
uh, so, like, we were partying so hard one night, and then the next morning I had the ceremony thing, when they offer you their degree, or like
Convocation
the degree.
ceremony. Yeah.
Yeah, convocation. Yeah. So my friend was calling me saying that your name is being called, but you're not there. I'm like, I was sleeping. I just woke up by your call. So I just drove there, got my degree, came back home. That's it. Like, that was my convocation, because I did not actually do anything, or like I did not. I was like, ठीक है, डिग्री तो है, अभी पूरा 4 साल किया ना मैंने, अभी ठीक है. I was not as happy as I was to get the degree, because I did not pay as much attention, or like I was not good at. I'm not a good engineer, although I'm an engineer. If that makes you. Uh,
Basically, after going through all those 4 years of engineering, you didn't feel a feeling of accomplishment that, okay, I achieved
yes,
it.
yes, I would
So
say this.
tell me, yeah. So how did that mindset change when you post graduated, when you did your masters from US and you saw your entire life change a bit? And then, so how was the experience of the post graduation in US? If you
It
can
flipped.
shed a
I
light
would
on that.
say. I would say it flipped, as in who I was in those 4 years. Like it flipped to be better, as in uh, from day one, I had decided, like, or while I was going into that flight, while my parents were there dropping me on the airport, I was thinking that I need to make something out of myself, because if I'm going to spend that kind of money,
Right.
I need to deliver, and I need to get a rate of return on that. Like I need to get something out of it. I need to make something out of
Basically
myself.
justifying the expense and justifying the investment that is being put on
Yes, at the same time, I was like, I needed to prove a point to myself, because I had already given up on 4 years. I'm not going
you.
to waste
Right.
another two.
Right.
And then when you come here, when you see people, grind, and then uh, when you have this kind of exposure, and when you see people in less than, like, smaller in age than you, younger than you,
Yeah.
they have a lot more maturity, well, in terms of how they are handling their life crisis, and then how you are handling your life crisis. So thankfully, I was like born into a family who was empowering me to, I we never had thankfully we never had any problems for finances.
Right.
Well,
Okay, you were comfortable
we
for financially.
yes, we did have problems, but we were, like, me and my sister, we were really small to, understand those struggles that my father and mother were
Right.
facing at that time.
Right.
So I needed to, like, make something, or I had to prove a point to myself that, I've wasted 4 years. I'm not going to waste another two for two doing the same thing I did back those 4 years.
Right.
So I chose this. And then, other than, well, here the thing is, well, we had, I think, 16 courses
Right.
to
Okay.
be completed in those 2 years. And then we had to, in my program at Northeastern University, uh, we could have a choice to do either internship or a cooperate, I think co-op they call it, for 8 months. It's
Hmm.
where you study, but you study at the same time you work at a
To
company.
gain the professional experience side by side. Yeah.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So from second semester onwards, people are trying to get an internship or get a co-op, because getting a co-op, you would need some kind of experience in the country to be able to know how they are working, because up until then, you have, well, I did not see anything. I was working with my father sometimes. So I had to know what these kind of people, what they are, how the US companies are working in their offices.
Right.
So the struggle was to get into the co-op, or get a co-op at a company, or any company for that matter. So you give interviews, you show them that you have the resume for it, you are smart enough, and you have the experience, or you can actually perform or help them do the stuff that they are hiring a co-op for, or
Right.
get an intern for.
Right.
So that was the major struggle, that I would say that was much greater than what I did for my to get my job, the final job. Because,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Tell me one thing. What elevated your mindset while you were in your post graduation? Like you must have felt in some point of time that okay, this is what is going to elevate me. ये एक चीज है जो मुझे एक नया लॉन्च पैड दे सकती है, ये एक चीज है जो मुझे वापस वही आकाश बना सकती है जो मैं 10th क्लास में था जिसमें AIR 20 स्कोर किया. So there has been a gap of 6 to 7 years between the AIR 20 rank which you scored and the postgraduate that you did. So what made you relapse those 6 years कि ठीक है ये 6 साल गए तो गए, अब ये मेरे पास मौका आया और मैंने इसमें कर दिखाया. So did you feel any kind of this feeling when you were in the post graduation, and what made you feel that?
So यहाँ पे I had this course where they teach you how to get a co-op. Like they
Hmm.
literally do a career counseling. They go through, they show you uh, motivational videos to actually drive to create the drive in you. And
Right,
there are a bunch of Instagram pages where they post motivation quotes, and they have
right, right.
there is this one person, Inky Johnson. He's
Mhm.
great motivational speaker. Like I was watching one of his videos, and I got that drive. I was like, yaar, like struggles there are, you should be thankful for the struggles that you have, because other people are struggling more than you. Like that is the kind of thing I had. Like when I see people struggle more than me, I'm like, मेरे को तो कुछ करना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि I'm not struggling as they are. So
Right. Some people are struggling to get our life, and we are not even
yes,
struggling to get beyond our life.
yes, like you need to be appreciative of what you have, and then at the same time you need to dream for more.
Of
You need to
course,
keep hustling for more.
of course, of course.
So you need to develop that mindset, and then उसके बाद you need to better yourself each day. अभी आज का आकाश, कल मैं, how can I improve myself?
Right,
And it does not happen overnight. You need to improve yourself day by day, and then you will see results down the line. As you mentioned, like six years, if I see myself 2 years back, I was nothing. I was literally walking to my class every day and then coming back and then doing the extra online courses or anything that could make my profile better than others who are doing the same thing, or others who are going to
right,
the same classes that I am going into.
right, right. So
So I
Akash,
had to.
yeah, yeah, go on.
So I was saying that I had to, do extra courses online to, because people who come here are coming with an experience. People who come here are coming in with greater knowledge and best colleges in from India.
Right,
So they already have the kickstart, that they already have the head start. I mean, they know how things worked back in India, and they worked with big companies, Oracles and Deloitte's. They were working with those companies, and then I was competing with them to get a job.
right, right,
And that was just one of that was just my college, and there are a whole lot of college and whole boatload of students who come from Ivy Leagues in India, and then come into Ivy Leagues here, and then they are competing for the same company and the same job.
right, right. So, Akash, going by your story, let me tell you this one thing. Your bounce back story, like bouncing back from the self doubt in the engineering phase of life to the bounce back till the post graduation, you're going to inspire a lot of students who are right now going through some sort of the similar things. Trust me on this.
So
When this session is out, your entire experience will definitely teach a lot of students. Like, okay, जो हो गया जो पास्ट में गया उसको सुधार नहीं सकते but you can take any day as a new start to your new life.
yes, definitely. Like I would be grateful if I'm changing, one mindset. Even if one mindset is getting changed, that's a success for me. Like because this like you need to believe in yourself. जब तक
Right,
खुद पे ही बिलीव नहीं करोगे, तो तुम दूसरे को कैसे यकीन दिलाओगे कि तुम कुछ काबिल हो?
of
तुम
course, of
खुद में ही
course,
नहीं बिलीव करोगे, तो सामने वाला भी क्यों ही करने वाला है तुम पे बिलीव?
of course.
सो ये मोस्ट डेफिनेटली लाइक इम्प्रूव तो डेली करना ही पड़ता है खुद को.
Great. So Akash, let me introduce you to one thing that our Indian system is doing these days. So basically Indian government, the Ministry of Education in India, has announced last year that they are bringing a new education policy 2020, which they are terming it as NEP 2020. Now, in that, what they are doing, they are just abolishing the traditional streams of science, commerce, and arts. They are scrapping all of that, and they are bringing 40 vocational courses on which the students can be trained from now on. And this is going to be rolled out in the next year.
Okay.
And along with that, the students of 6th, 7th, and 8th class would get an option to intern at any place that they choose for 10 days. Like the 10 days is the limit. So
Okay.
these things are being brought in the system. And as you already are studying in the United States, you definitely might have gone through the similar education system there while during your post graduation. So, for the better perspective of the audience who's going to watch or listen to this, what opportunities do the students have in future that okay ये जो NEP नया NEP 2020 जो नया system आ रहा है ये इतनी opportunities खोलने वाला है that the students who are going to come out of it don't have an even idea about okay this is going to come out. So if you can enlighten us a bit about that.
Okay, एक second. I have a follow-up question पहले.
Yeah.
Vocational courses, as in, do they have listed out the courses or like?
Yeah, the courses are listed out. Let's say industrial engineering, textile engineering, fashion designing, all those things, musical engineering, uh, and all those different courses which don't fall in the traditional streams of science, commerce, and arts will be taught in school. So let's say there's an event manager. That event manager will be qualified and will be taught from starting school itself. A music composer will be taught from the school itself. The concept of majors and minors. Let's say a person has chosen physics as the majors and music as minors. Of course, music is like created through the vibrations, and that is taught in the physics sphere. So now the concept of majors and minors will be introduced in the schools as well. So basically, आने वाले एक साल में इंडिया का पूरा एजुकेशन सिस्टम विल बी completely changed and will be at par with the global education system that we see.
I would say this is a big win in terms of how people will spreading awareness also. Like at that age, I did not even know what I was gonna do. Like I didn't even know what kind of careers I could go into.
Right.
I was just opening the toys I got. I was
Right.
just trying to figure out कि मैं कर क्या सकता हूँ. लेकिन अब
Right.
when you have this kind of options, when you have this kind of things instilled from the start, even let's even say even if it's bought into ninth ninth or
Right.
10th 11th में भी अगर किसी को पता चल रहा है कि उसको what options he still has 3 to 4 years to choose from those options.
Exactly.
तो जितना अगर उसको पहले पता लगेगा तो वो उनके बारे में सोच भी सकता है, या फिर इवन पेरेंट्स कैन थिंक अबाउट कि ओके दीज आर द ऑप्शंस दैट आई कैन पुट माय किड इनटू, और आई कैन एनकरेज माय किड टू गो एक्सप्लोर दोस ऑप्शंस. तो it will definitely bring the change 100%. But what I'm trying to understand is how will this impact the competition into those streams? Like how will you be able to judge if a person is doing well in those streams or those options? Because right
Well,
now there is
that's where the veterans or the industry leaders, like you yourself, have experienced the concept of majors and minors. That's where the mentoring session by seniors like you will come into play. That okay, ये हमारे टाइम पे नहीं था, ये अब तुम्हारे टाइम पे आ रहा है. These are the benefits that you can reap out of it, and these are the drawbacks that's gonna there. And of course, it's gonna roll out next year, and the entire system is gonna change. The grading system also will change, and everything will adapt according to the circumstances.
okay.
Because
That
certifications,
makes more sense.
internships, experiences will also start counting up, and majors and minors में आपने क्या किया है, lot of things are being planned to
Yes.
empower students as much as we can.
What I have seen is uh, I was working at Kohler company, and then there was this guy who was bartending, like in his previous life, as in like before joining to Kohler he was
Yeah.
bartending, and then he switched his career, and then he was the analyst there.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the like major and minor thing that you brought up. It directly made me think about that guy who was working as a bartender, and then he got into studies, and he got into Kohler company, which is again a good company to work at, and then he's currently doing really well. So people, if if you want to, like, if you are given a chance to change something that you screwed up earlier, definitely people
Right.
will take it. And then once you tell them the options that they have to make their career better, they will have more options to choose or more ways they can improve their previous
Of course,
screw up.
of
So that
course.
is really nice. That is, I would say that is a good win. Like even if it does not work out well, there is always a good win, because now you will have people who are thinking of different careers. At least the biggest win I would say is people will definitely think of what kind of options they have way earlier than people previously thought.
Uh, One way of like how I see it is in this in the age of internet, the digital age that we are living in, exposure की कमी नहीं, exposure इतना है कि there is
100%.
an मतलब content का overload आ चुका है, इतनी चीजें हैं
Yes.
that you yourself will be confused. बट एट द सेम टाइम अगर इस इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सपोजर को अगर हम चैनलाइज करके एक डायरेक्शन दे दे थ्रू दीज 40 कोर्सेज, देन ऑफ कोर्स हम एक तरीके से ब्रेन ड्रेन रोक सकते हैं. एंड अलॉन्ग विद दैट, विच वन थिंग दैट वी आर सेइंग, दैट जो इंडिया के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, द एज ग्रुप ऑफ आई वुड से 12 to 18, वो कंप्यूटर गेम्स में ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड है. नो डाउट इट्स अ गुड थिंग टू इम्प्रूव योर डिसीजन मेकिंग स्किल्स एंड अवेयरनेस एंड एवरीथिंग, बट to give them a definite direction also, that okay, if you're interested in games, learn animation. If you're interested in games, learn AI. If you're interested in games, learn these things so that you can make a career out of it.
Yes,
So the entire spectrum of options will open up all at once, and the students will have more options to choose.
definitely. Like, but again, 12 से 16 की एज खेलने की होती है. I mean, you wouldn't want you wouldn't want someone at that 12 when you are 12. What standard you are in? Like, I'm
Eighth,
trying to
eighth class,
understand.
eighth class.
Eighth. Oh yes, I was breaking toys back then. Eighth class में. So, but the thing is, people अभी अगर this kind of change being brought in, so they would definitely need to think ki how they can drive. If they're playing games, they need to know how things are being working behind those in the
Exactly,
CPUs, or like
exactly.
how is he able to just use the controller and make that person move there. So
Right,
ये चीज अगर वो लोग पहले से ही सिखा रहे हैं, so they are showing them, well, they're playing. So one benefit is people are actually
of course.
trying to socialize, and then they're playing. And then the second thing is they actually know how these things are working. So how things work and why behind it definitely helps a person grow.
Right,
That's what I've learned. So जितना जल्दी अगर उनको पता लग रहा है, या जितना जल्दी if they are being interested, or if the parents are trying to tell them, and the teachers in that they're trying to show them how they are playing the games that they are playing, or
right.
if that's one of the streams, yeah, one of the 10 or 40 streams that they have. Like if animation is a stream, they're showing them how things are working behind the scene. They will definitely be interested to play more, and then they'll not just play more, but at the same time make more decision, or make thoughts how they can improve the games that they are playing.
Of
And
course.
that's when you innovate. When you try to think how they can improve the existing thing, that's when you innovate, basically.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this thing from your own perspective. As you rightly said that at the age of 12, you yourself were breaking toys and breaking cars and whatever thing you got. What if you got at that time you got an opportunity to witness a car being manufactured, a car being assembled? Wouldn't that intrigue you a lot? That ठीक है, अभी तो मैंने सिर्फ खेलने वाली गाड़ियां तोड़ी है, but this is how what happens behind the scenes. And that's where the
Yes.
students of the future will get an advantage, that okay, हमें 10 दिन की internship मिली, where we went into a Honda plant. We went there, we saw how the machines are working, we saw how the assembly line is working, and now we understand that okay, ये जो toy car है, इसका behind the scenes कैसे चलता
Yes. मेरे तो दिमाग खुल जाता उस टाइम पे, अगर मेरे पास ऐसा होता तो. लाइक मतलब
Nice.
वो एक टॉय को बनाने के लिए कितने पार्ट्स चाहिए. एक तो उसका पहिया कहीं बन रहा है, उसका पूरा जो बॉडी है
Exactly.
वो कहीं और प्लास्टिक का बन रहा है, वो कहीं और इंजेक्शन मोल्डिंग हो रही है. तो मतलब वो तो टॉय का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ मैं. अगर सड़क पे कोई कार चल रही है और मेरे को दिख रहा है कि 10 दिन में दिख रहा है कि वो बन कैसे रही है,
right.
मेरा दिमाग खुल जाएगा, मतलब मैं, मेरे पास इतने इतने चीजें होंगे देखने के लिए, इतना चीजें होगा मेरे को, यार ये कैसे हो रहा है, ओह ये ऐसे हो रहा है, चल ठीक है, अब ये कैसे हो रहा है, मतलब इतना ज्यादा मेरे को एजुकेशन
Curiosity
मिलेगा।
इतनी बढ़ जाती कि
यस
you would not stop asking questions that okay, answer me this, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this. You would just go into that mode.
यस बेसिकली, एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी वांट लाइक पीपल टू डू, मतलब वो अगर जितना जल्दी क्वेश्चन पूछना चालू करेंगे, उतना जल्दी दे विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड मोर एंड दे विल ट्राई टू बिकम स्मार्टर,
And
उतना
that's
जल्दी
what
दे विल गेट
the
देयर क्वेश्चंस आंसर्ड।
exactly, and that's what the Indian system, the government of India is trying to do from the year 2022, implementing this new system and bringing it across the.
यस आई मीन देयर इज टैलेंट की कमी नहीं है अपने देश में, बिल्कुल कमी नहीं है, भर
बिल्कुल
भर
कमी
के
नहीं है
टैलेंट, दूसरे देशों
उसको,
को हम लोग ये,
टैलेंट को डायरेक्शन देने की कमी है.
हाँ बस वो है, मतलब अभी यहाँ पे मैं अगर बोलूंगा, मेरा मेरा यहाँ यहाँ पे लोग, उन लोग को, मेरे को पता है कि मैं किन लोगों से compete कर रहा हूँ, मतलब
Right.
अगर यहाँ का कोई सिटीजन या फिर यहाँ का कोई, यू नो, इफ देयर इज एन एवरेज अमेरिकन, दे आर नॉट रियली गुड एट मैथ, उन लोग को मैथ्स पल्ले ही नहीं पड़ती, वन वन टू
Mm-hmm.
वो सब उन लोग को बिल्कुल नहीं आता, लेकिन इंग्लिश में उनसे बेटर कोई है ही नहीं।
True.
तो दैट्स वेयर दे गेट द अपर हैंड उस केस में, मतलब
Exactly.
अगर अगर और वो लोग मेच्योर बहुत जल्दी होते हैं, एज इन दे आर वर्किंग टू जॉब्स व्हाइल दे आर स्टडीइंग, दे आर, मतलब
Right.
एक एक पाई जोड़ के वो लोग अगले सेमेस्टर का पे कर रहे हैं, उन लोग का स्टूडेंट डेट्स वो जो भी लेते हैं वो लोग खुद दो दो जॉब्स काम करके वो लोग दे रहे हैं, कोई रेस्टोरेंट में सर्वर की तरह काम कर रहा है, कोई मतलब दिन में सर्वर है, रात को फिर वो किसी ड्राइव थ्रू में स्टारबक्स में वो सर्व सर्व कर रहा है, या फिर
Exactly.
कोई बात कर रहा है, मतलब दे आर ट्राइंग टू डू दैट, और एट द सेम टाइम दे आर स्टडीइंग, तो उन लोग को पता लग रहा है कि हाउ दे आर मेच्योरिंग और व्हाट दे नीड टू डू, खुद आगे बढ़ रहे हैं वो।
And
तो
yeah, what I got from what you just said right now, in that 24 hours, they are getting to know the value of labor. They are getting to the value of hard work. They are getting to the value of learning. All three in those single 24 hours, and
यस
that of course creates a very good dent in our minds कि हमें चीजों की importance समझ आ जाती है बहुत जल्दी.
यस
And that's where the
डेफिनेटली,
Americans excel.
यस आई वुड से, उसमें वो लोग क्या करते हैं, आई मीन व्हाट आई हैव सीन, ये मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस भी है,
Mm-hmm.
मेरे मेरे ही वेयर हाउस में, मतलब मेरे ही अंडर एक काम करती थी, आई विल नॉट से एनी नेम्स, बट उस केस में उसका क्या हुआ, शी वाज वर्किंग नाइट शिफ्ट्स, बट ड्यूरिंग डेज शी वाज डूइंग हर नर्सिंग स्कूल, दिन में वो
Got it.
नर्सिंग स्कूल कर रही है, रात को वो काम कर रही है, दिन के कुछ 4-5 घंटे अपना नींद सो रही है यहाँ से वो पैसा कमा रही है, अपना खुद भर रही है, एंड देन शी रिसेंटली रिजाइंड, क्योंकि शी वांटेड टू शी गॉट अ बेटर जॉब, एंड शी गॉट अ better job in the field that she is trying to make a career in. So they
Right.
start off with anything and anything they get to work. They earn the money. They figure out what they want to do. They study, and then they try to go into that field. So they are not wasting their time in earning the money while they are thinking कि मेरे को करना क्या है आगे. उनका पहले से चालू है पैसा कमाना. वो जितना पैसा कमा रहे हैं वो अपनी पढ़ाई में डाल रहे हैं, और फिर वहां से वो सीख रहे हैं कि उनको करना क्या है आगे. तो मेच्योरिटी वहां से यहाँ का अंडरग्रेड में, मैं जब मास्टर करने के लिए आया इधर, यहाँ का अंडरग्रेड मुझसे 100 गुना ज्यादा वो है, क्या बोलते हैं, मेच्योर.
Because he has had the professional experience which taught him a lot.
यस, तो उन
Yeah.
लोग को बोलने में भाई साहब तुम इनसे जीत ही नहीं सकते, मतलब वो वाला अगर बोलने का करियर है, या फिर अगर इनसे बातें बातें इनसे दुनिया भर की करा लो, वो लोग करने को रेडी हैं, लेकिन जब इनके सामने तुम मैथ्स फेंक दो.
Negotiation they can negotiate well, but they can't calculate or analyze well.
यस, एनालिस्ट जहाँ पे आ जाता है, या फिर अगर तुम इनसे कंप्यूटर कोडिंग करा लो, मतलब है, ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा कि 100% अमेरिकन आर डम, बट देर आर पीपल हु आर लर्निंग दोज कोर्सेज टू मेक देमसेल्व्स बेटर.
Right, right.
वेट, आई गॉट अ क्रैम्प, सॉरी.
Yeah. Great. Well, Akash, this entire discussion has been a very fruitful one. And your bounce back story has been one of the most inspiring story which we are going to put on the public platform soon. And you genuinely gave a very good insights to your own journey and to the culture of the US. And I'm sure that this will definitely motivate, elevate, and change the mindset of students in the coming generation. And this has been one of the longest discussion that I have had till now. And I'm amazed. I'm literally amazed and from all the things that you have gone through and inspired by your journey. I'm definitely happy with that.
Well, thank you so much for having me here, because I mean, this will, even if I'm able to serve a purpose of changing one mindset, I'm as I said, I'm happy with that. But I'm really grateful to be able to speak to you and then catch up catch up on different things. But um, really appreciate you to reaching out
So,
to me to get this
are
idea.
you willing to mentor any student or any junior of yours who's seeking any sort of mentorship about the professional and the academic life in US? Are you
Yes,
looking
for
forward
sure.
to it?
So I have been people have been actively reaching out to me on LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn profile where they people just send a message, and then I reply to them whenever I get a chance, because I access LinkedIn through my phone.
Right.
Whenever I get a chance, I try to reply them saying, this is what you can do, this is how I did it. But this is just my opinion. You need to have multiple opinions, and then you need to decide what you want and how
Of
you
course,
want
of
it.
course.
So people have actively reached out. They have said that तुमने इतने ये वाला कोर्स किया था, तो ये वाला कैसा कोर्स है, तुमको इस कोर्स के बारे में पता है क्या, मैं ये वाला कोर्स ले लूं, अगर अगर मैं लेता हूं तो मैं मतलब मेरे को कैसा एडवांटेज है उसमें, या
What are
फिर
the
तुमने
options after
एक
that? What are the pros and
हाँ
cons of all these things and everything?
yeah, basically. So people have been reaching out to me, and then I have been replying to them as well. But if there is anyone who wants to reach out to me, most definitely I'm more than welcome to help them out.
We'll definitely put your LinkedIn profile link in the description of the video so that anyone who wants to reach you and get any sort of guidance or mentorship or motivation from your own story, then it would be very much helpful and great on your part.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if I'm not able to answer those questions, I'll definitely direct them to someone who could, so that
Great,
they're being helped.
great. Thank you, Akash. Thanks for your time. And it has been a wonderful discussion with you. Thanks a lot.
Sweet. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, thank you.